Now I've got a bit of a topical video of the day. Yes, something has just happened. In fact, something big has just happened. Now this news came out yesterday, but I've just seen it about 20 minutes ago, and I thought, you know what, I'll do a video on it because I can actually say some things about it. So we're just going to get straight into it. Basically, Disney, you know that big company Disney, they've decided, after a few years of having a really, really good relationship with Netflix, you know, having movies and TV shows on there, all that good stuff, they've decided to completely cut all ties with Netflix beginning next year, I think, and it'll, by 2019, everything's, I've got it on my computer at the moment, by 2019, as it says here, there's going to be a new service that Disney's going to supply, where basically all the stuff that Disney does at the moment, they're going to be putting it into this new service, and maybe they'll do extra stuff, and I don't know yet. I've not really clarified, but basically, by 2019, everything that's Disney, Marvel, Star Wars related on Netflix is going to be gone, and that is pretty annoying for two reasons. One, it means that if you want to continue watching those things on a streaming service, you're going to have to buy this new one, which, if you've got the money, well, that's great for you, but we don't all have that much money in life, do we? Yeah. And it is coming across as a little bit greedy by Disney, because like, I'm sure they were making enough money for this. You know, I'm sure they were making enough, but no, they need more, don't they? Of course they need more. And you know what? I think this will actually be, I don't know if this will be a brilliant idea or a brilliant plan by Disney, because so many people are used to having Netflix, you know, so many people are used to getting those shows on there and everything. I don't think that many people are going to be that keen to switch over to this new service, or even, you know, buy both if they do have that much money. It's just, most people just can't. Most people will be put off by this, and really, I don't know if, I mean, it might backfire on them. I'm not saying I hope it backfires on them, but I think it might, to be honest, because of that. But yeah, it's all the Disney stuff. Now, I'm not a big Disney fan. I've probably mentioned. No, actually, I don't think I have mentioned before. But most of the stuff on Netflix, or most of the Disney stuff, it's more of the newer stuff. Like I say, is most of these live action movies, which I really don't care for, to be honest. You know, the remakes that they've been doing a lot recently. And, you know, I'm not that fussed about losing that, and they don't really do that many good TV shows on there either. I'm a bit more bothered about the Marvel stuff, to be honest, because The Defenders is just coming out. I think it's just a week away, you know, that new big show that they've been hyping everyone up with recently, you know, the past few weeks, with trailers and shit, adverts, you know, it's just everyone's getting excited, and then they drop this news right before this comes out. Yeah. Brilliant timing, just perfect timing. So yeah, I wonder what they're going to do with all these TV shows, because I'm actually a big fan of these Marvel TV shows on Netflix. It is annoying that they're all going to be affected by this. Probably it's like, well, I don't know what's going to happen to us. I mean, they could just continue them on, just put them on that new Disney Channel thing, Disney service, whatever it's going to be called. They might still be on Netflix. You never know. I mean, I doubt it, but. You know, we've had 2 seasons of Daredevil, a season of Jessica Jones, a season of Luke Cage, and recently a season of Iron Fist, which, that's 4 shows. You know, it's not just one show, we're talking about 5 actually, sorry, because there's the Defenders as well. And then there's going to be other shows which they're planning, and it's like, how's this, you know, how are they going to do all this if it's not going to be with Netflix anymore? It's confusing. So I'm really hoping that those shows, I'm hoping they sort something out so that they continue doing those shows, because they're really good, so they are, and it would be a shame if we lost them, especially when season 38 of Big Brother is coming up next week, and yeah, isn't it so fair, you know? Continuing on, so yeah, I'm more concerned about the Marvel stuff than anything else, to be honest. Like, even the Star Wars stuff, I mean, yeah, I think they've got all the Star Wars movies on there, but I'm not that fussed, because I've got them all on DVD, and what else is there other than the movies? I think there's like a kids cartoon, which, yeah, maybe some people might be a bit annoyed about that going over, but really, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, to be honest, I was always annoyed that they never are. I have been annoyed that there's never been a proper Star Wars TV show. It's like, I think like 10 years ago, I remember them announcing they were going to make a proper TV show, and I'm still waiting for that, and it's, still not happened. So yeah, that's annoying. It probably will never happen now, thanks to Disney being dicks. I mean, you think about it, see when Disney bought Star Wars over a few years ago, I was imagining they were going to make so much stuff, like obviously movies, they're making a lot of them. They're making a lot of toys. Other than that, what they're doing, I mean, there's been how many video games recently? I mean, we had that Lego game, which was brilliant. I didn't even play it because I don't care for Lego games. But they've got this big ass property. It's going to make them a shit ton of money, and nothing. One Lego game, that's all we get, and no TV shows, just one kids cartoon. But anyway, I was always sort of hoping that Netflix would announce a new Star Wars show, and it's not happened, and it's probably not going to happen now, which is a shame. So unless this is part of the new thing where they're going to announce a big Star Wars show, I mean, that would be something that would be exciting people about this new, because this new streaming service, because you've got to offer new things. You can't just say, well, you remember all that stuff you had on Netflix which you didn't have to pay extra for? Well, we've got it on this new service which you can pay extra for now. That's brilliant, isn't it? No, not really. This new service by Disney, I mean, it could work, but they've really got to put their effort in it. They've got to offer more than just what they've been offering before. I mean, you can't just take all the stuff that was on Netflix and just not put anything else on there. I mean, you think of Disney, the company has been around for like 80 years. There's so much stuff that they could put on there. I mean, I'm not just talking about movies, I'm talking about like TV shows, cartoons and shit from like all eras. They could put all that in there, all that on there. We don't just need the last 5 years of Disney on there. So it could work, but they've really got to put their effort in there. You can't half-arse it, basically. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. A little bit of a rant video. Not too much of a rant, because at the end of the day, I'm still kind of optimistic about this. I mean, we could get some good stuff out of this. At the end of the day, though, Netflix, it's going to be hard on them. That's all I have to say. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you enjoyed the content, maybe you could subscribe. I'm making more videos like this, and I hope you all enjoyed. See you guys later.